Selam Habibis, welcome in everybody. Hello. I have sound problems. I hope you don't. Please let me know if the music is stuttering. It might just be on my side. Gonna fix that in a second. Hi Fears, hi Welle, hi Korenschkin, hi Harry, hi Rücklicht, and hello Kixi, welcome in. All right, okay, so it's still stuttering on my side, but I don't think it is for you, what I can see from the level meter, so I'm gonna check that out in a second. It's weird to sit here without music on my ears. I'm not used to that. But here we go. I think I can fix it. Hopefully. Hi. Hope you all have had a nice day or are having a nice day. All right, have a good meeting, Fears. Good luck. I'm gonna do some sound debugging quick, and then we can start with the games or the game. Today is just gonna be one game. Let me see. I guess what I'm hearing. What am I hearing? Yeah, that's a broadcaster issue. Let me kill that. Restart. Okay. Okay, still broken. Let's try it like this. Do that. By the way, Kixi, let me know if that way of saying hello in Swedish is pronounced correctly. Like, is it hallo or is it more like ha? Is it more like an eh sound in the beginning? Because I know that at least in Finnish, the a vowel, the a vowel is actually more towards an a. Hi, Korenschkin, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you too. How do I fix it now? It's pretty much German hallo. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. Let's restart the soundboard. It's been, yeah, it feels like the hardware is getting too hot. Precise. Okay. Test. Now you can hear me again. Cool. So what happens to this one now? This one seems to be okay. Let's open title. Let's play some music. Yeah. Okay, this one called for actual hardware restart. Happens to the best of us. Happens to me quite often. I don't know why. It is what it is. I've been really enjoying that it's been a few cooler days here. I don't know how it is for you, but it's really giving me some time to breathe. And it kind of looks like The super hot weather is not coming back. Okay, I just opened the weather report. We might have another week, but it's only 33. Let's see if that still holds. Okay, so today we're just gonna play wax heads and see how far we get. I kind of planned 2 sessions because I'm not sure if we can finish it in one. But if we're quick, we might be able to finish it. But I also want to limit my streams again, at least for the foreseeable future, to a maximum of 3 hours, maybe like 3 hours plus the intro. Because lately I've been doing like 4, sometimes 5-hour streams. At least I have to be more precise. The 4-hour streams during the week are too rough. It doesn't give me enough time to cool down and like get some rest before the work, because there's a lot of work at the moment. And the weekends might still be longer streams, of course, 4 to 5 hours, but at least the week, midweek streams, 3 hours max. So we're gonna start with the game soon, and then roughly play around midnight, and then shortly end after midnight. So for that reason, because we have a bit less, like an hour less time than usual stream time, I would say, I wasn't sure if we can finish wax heads in one sesh. I planned 2 sessions for it, but we might actually finish it quite early on Thursday in the next stream. So then we can fill it up, fill the rest of the stream up with a bit of Silksonging. I really do miss getting into Silksong, just doing the last, I don't know, 7%, at least as much as I can. I really, really, really want to get going with that and kind of I feel like I want to put an end to it soon, you know. It's lurking somewhere in the weather reports here and there. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it comes up with the hot weather. That is correct. So why is my voice a bit weird? Okay, I have to like find the right spot on the audio meter thing, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So let's get into a bit of wax heads. I heard there's a clearance sale going on. The records will be thrown up for cheap. So go get you some. I should also drink my coffee and my water. So, dramatic zoom. Thank you. I was instinctively going for Hollow Knight here. Look at this. No, not today. Oh, I see why there was a guy with a shirt with the Godot engine logo. I just realized this game was made in Godot. It said in the title screen. I'd never realized before. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I realized, but I didn't memorize that. Cozy punk sounds like a nice genre. Yeah. I mean, this whole vibe and genre is nice. Should be more of it. Oh yeah, so this is where we stopped. Oh, okay. Live with Clive Roderson. Hi, Obi Moin. Welcome in. Good evening. You're watching Clive Roderson here on Monster Music TV. Wait, I have to do a bit more of a monster voice. I don't have the monster voices anyway. Don't wait, I do. Do I?
Monster Music TV.
Alright, okay, I hope that wasn't too scary. And tonight we have with us a very special guest. She's known as the Bubblegum Princess, the Siren of Song, the Master of Pop. Hello EP, welcome in, hello. It's Mimi. Hi. Now, Mimi, your ascent to pop stardom has been a fairy tale, but recent events have threatened to snatch away your happily ever after. So, can you enlighten us on the rumors about Mecha Mimi Meets Mother being written by a ghostwriter? Clive, what you and everyone else needs to understand, when something has the Mimi name on it, it's a certified Mimi experience. So, you're saying it's not true? Clive, what I'm saying is, there are many hands working behind the scenes of all of our favorite stars. The most important part is the conduit, the voice. And that's me. But some of your fans claim to be affected by the accusations, particularly due to the personal framing of the record. What would you say to those fans? What I would say is, Clive, is that the only reason I agreed to come onto this sad sack of a show was to move on from the story. So hurry up and move it along before I and Spot Studios help move you off television. Nice. Demon voice, yes. But you know what? We don't need to listen to me wittering on. Why don't we go over to our audience and take some questions? Okay, let's see what we've got. What is the Gina Loveland award show fiasco? I don't know. I'm not going to ask her about the ghostwriter. I don't want to ask about her dating life. These are all terrible questions. Let's go with this one first. Have you forgiven Gina Loveland for the awards show fiasco? Oh yes, who could forget that faux pas? At least, yeah, at last year's Monster Music TV Awards, hosted by yours truly, we had quite the mix-up. Mimi, you won Best Pop Album for your self-titled release, but renowned composer Gina Loveland stormed the stage and tried to claim the award herself. Allegedly, she had misheard the announcement. So, Mimi, have you found space in your heart to forgive Loveland, or is it all spit and daggers? Well, I would say myself and Gina Loveland retain a cordial friendship which is as it ever was, and shall remain. And that's the last I'll say on it. Moving on. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, let's go with the dating question then. Are you and Robbie Dare dating? Oh ho! A romance question. We've all heard the rumors that have swirled around you and Robbie Dare, the infamous singer from Ego's Sunny Side Up and the recent Bricked Ego. Care to comment for your Ego fans? Me and Robbie Dare, are absolutely not an item. So, a whirlwind romance then, a lustful fling. Shut the fuck up. Two ships passing in the night. We will not be discussing this any further. Moving on. Well, yes, some great questions from a fantastic audience, but unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Oh my god. I don't know how to, like, voice that guy. I don't have the voice for him. Why is he... Is her name Melissa? Uh-oh. Shit's gonna get ugly now. Melissa! Rob, what the hell? I told you to wait in the car. I heard you tell the world we ate an item, babe. And it crushed me, so I had to come out here and say, I love you, babe. Marry me. My goodness. What a turn of events. Do not adjust your sets, folks. You cannot be serious. Get me out of here. Now. Like Harold's voice? Oh, you mean like burp? Nah, he doesn't like. He doesn't give that vibe. We had another voice like that, like Harold's voice for another character that was on the show, though. But I see what you're saying. Proposals like that always work. Of course, they always work because of public pressure and so on. Babe, what? Cut to Edwards. This is TV gold. She's threatening. What? We'll be right back after the break. Babe! Okay, Robbie. So, day 16. There we go. So did the shop open again? What happened in the meantime? I don't understand. Morning, kid. You're here. Yeah, I am. And the shop is too? And only 5 minutes late. Not a good time for jokes, huh? Everyone else is here too. Hi, kid. Hiya, honey. Hey. Greetings. We're just waiting on tea. So, there isn't really a good way to say this. You've all been amazing. Oh god, they're closing now. I think you don't like me enough, so Mary, yeah. And then let's do it in front of people so you feel publicly pressured to say yes. Because society doesn't view it as a good thing when people say no, and then you get like stoned for that publicly. You've all been amazing and given this store me more than anyone could ask. But even then, it's felt impossible. Like even if you raise the money Dan is asking for, what stops him from just moving the goalposts again? And well, the other day, I got thinking. Wouldn't it be better to stop? A clean break instead of just keeping people on the edge like that? I've done it before, why not do it again? Everyone is so tired with constant uncertainty. But even when doing something so monumentally selfish, you all kept texting, calling, knocking on my door. Matteo even tried to drop off a vegan casserole for Christ's sakes. I mean, I didn't know if you were sick or dying, and I thought, who doesn't like food? I sure do. But I also didn't know your preferences, so I went for a veggie casserole. I just got an achievement for reading 30,000 words. That's wild that they give you an achievement just for a certain number of... Like, why wouldn't I have... You know, you have to go through the dialogues. You can't skip them, really. But that had cheese on top, and I couldn't remember if you had any pizza. The day we had that repeater pizza party, which, by the way, we should really have another... Thank you, Matteo, is what I mean. Oh no, absolutely, anytime. Anyway, it pains me to admit, but you lot shook me out of it. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to us. No. Hang on. I'd like an actual apology. Oh my god, what? I know you're a boss, and we should be happy to still have a job, but yeah. We were worried about you. To just disappear was not okay. Don't you agree, kid? You look like you hardly slept. Yeah, let's go. GG on the achievement, you earned it. Thank you. It's just funny because the game doesn't reward me for actually reading it out loud on stream, but it kind of felt like getting an achievement for that. James Granth cannot have this shop. Oh ho, this is the most serious I've ever seen the kid. You're right, Abby. I'm really sorry. Thank you. Thanks to all of you for worrying about me. It's alright. But what now? Wait. Oh, Paul from the background. Well, there's one thing we haven't tried. After I did that Becoming Violet zine, didn't I tell you people still love that band? True, people have been buying Becoming Violet records, now that we're actually selling them. Yes. And I told you we're not begging for money. I'm not asking you to. But what if you did a Becoming Violet fundraising gig? You have noticed that Becoming Violet split, right? We could ask Pat to join you. Oh, Pat from the bar, yeah. I was like, who's Pat? He'd be well up for it. Besides, lots of people do one-off gigs with their old material. Yeah, and Girl Junk could open for you, of course. We could mix a recording of the gigs, sell it as a limited pressing. We could tell that Live with Clive dude about the fundraiser too. That Live with Clive dude? You mean Clive Roderson? Actually, wouldn't it be funny if the show was called Live with Clive and he was called something like Johnny? Yeah, I was also asking myself that. How would that be funny? That would just be terrible branding. You didn't even know his name until a minute ago. Guys, focus. No, let them. The longer they keep going, the later we open. No. The kid has a point. So come on, girl. What do you say? Okay. I owe to all of you. So let's give it a try. Which means... Wait, what does it mean? They can ask Pat, right? But what about Willow? Will she be joining? We gotta stop slacking off. There's a shop to save and you're all standing still. Let's get to work. We'll talk to Pat at the Apple Bed tonight. Woo! Nice. I love me some community action. Me too. I'm in. As long as I don't have to do that much. Okay. Let's do this. As Kim Gordon would say, it's amazing how many things you can do when you're just pretending. Oh, is that a lyric from a song? Shit, what's the band called? I'm so forgetful these days. I know the band, but I forgot the name. I don't know which song he talks about. It's at the tip of my tongue. I listen to them a lot, but I forgot. So let's pretend our way to success. Huh. Okay. No. Music. Oh, we have Maria Estrella now. Let's give her a listen. Musicians rally to show support for Walking the Cow. Walking the Cow gets support from musicians and bands in its bid to unionize and prevent press play takeover. The Walking the Cow editorial staff are exploring unionization options. We believe using collective action we can choose to fight what we believe in, and we're not alone. What kind of genre is this? Just pop? It sounds like Eros Ramazzotti Italian pop from the 90s or something. We're not alone. Notable high-profile bands and musicians have publicly signaled support and signed our petition and calling for formal recognition from Press Play. Gareth Kringle, Leah Weber, NeoPixel, RXX, Brickdog, Ghost Puppets, Tiny Door, No Dad's Club, and more have signed. The elites want to control all our stations of commerce and information. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into a passive malaise, thinking these moments will pass and normalcy will return. No, if our foundations are in danger of falling, then we should fight for them now, not later. Thank you as always for your readership, your enthusiasm, and your support. We are damn proud of this media outlet. We promise we're not going anywhere without a fight. Nice. We still haven't found out the code. Wait. Did everyone leave for the apple bed? Is it already evening? Isn't that what you said to do? Yeah. For tonight. Yeah, exactly. It's only 10 AM. Pat won't even be awake yet. In the meantime, if you want to save the store, we should probably be actually working the store. Good thing I got you, kid. Ready to put the hours in and save this old dump bucket? Sure. Then open her up. Okay, I see. What's on the phonograms? Rosie Rose. Aiko Suzuki has signed up to arrange the soundtrack for this trash heap? She must need the money. No one needs to see this movie again. Why don't you love me, my love? Why don't you love my love? That I always get this wrong. Remake announced. RIP. Okay, let's open. Hey, Kaz, what's up? My Kaz must be messing up our directory. He told me this place was closed down on my way over. I knew he was talking trash. He's not as wrong as you think. So what? You're closed? No, we're open. So I was right. He is wrong? Why don't you just tell me what's on your list? Yeah, I need to be out of here sharpish. Got an interview after this delivery. Oh, you stopped working with your cousin? Are you crazy? I need more work, not less. Don't you know how much rent is these days? More than you know. Yeah, I'm with you. Alright, let's get this done. As usual, my Kaz rushed the notes, and he only partially wrote the album name down. 2 words are just scribbles. He has the handwriting of a 2-year-old. I can just about recognize the first letter of the first word, which is a B. And then there's the words Sun King at the end. Oh, I think that's Benny Blues something. So it reads like B something something Sun King. Please tell me that's simple to work out, I think. Oh, it's not here anymore? Need more money, not more work, but yes. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what he meant, but yeah. In this economy, it only works like that, yeah. That's correct. Where did they put the records though? This reminds me of certain like Tori Amos. Tori Amos. Do you remember her songs? Be something something. Oh, Brick Dog Sinking? Yeah, yeah, that's the one. I'm impressed, I gotta say. When you hear it out loud, Brick Dog Sinking, it makes sense. I owe you. There's no way I'd have recognized that. Laters. Hey, good luck with your interview. Oh yeah. Thanks. Good job. This guy's new. Vinny Spoon, the promoter. Hey, hey, hey. Name's Spoon. Vinny Spoon. Heard of me? Nope. That's too bad. You clearly don't get out much. Because I happen to be the promoter for Sizzlin' at Spoonies. You seriously haven't heard of Sizzlin' at Spoonies? The famous running for over 12 years punk night? You know, live music every Thursday at the Hermit Bar? No? Well, listen anyway. The thing is, I'm listening to local punk bands day in, day out, and I love it. But the truth is, in my downtime, I love listening to soppy romantic indie bands. It's because of my wife. She loves rom-coms with these trashy, catchy soundtracks. And well, we saw they just announced the remake of my wife's favorite film. Supposedly some preppy indie rock bands have announced they're contributing tracks to it. Think you might have any records from some of them? One of them? Okay. This one. Yeah, in the film remake of Why Don't You Love My Love. Hey, hey, hey. Brilliant. The Weird Knots. They're on loads of soundtracks. They know how to put music to moving pictures, believe you me. My wife will love this. And don't forget, Thursdays I'll expect to see you there. Sizzlin' at Spoonies. You won't be disappointed, I promise. We've got Avon Cottage, Lemon Tree, Denise, Spratt Rintil, James E. Anderson, Knorke, Cabinet, all playing next week. Cracking bands. Alright. I'm not impressed though. Hey Dad. Dad? Marco, I told you it wasn't closed. Easy sis, I hear you. All I'm saying is it was closed when I walked past the other day. Well, it's not now. She's a proper sister fan now. I'm just so excited. Oh, the dad is here too? Look, I'm the dad. I have to move cameras around again. There we go. When was the last time we fed the Tamagotchi? 3 years ago. I'm not good with keeping up with Tamagotchis. Alright, Eduardo. Eduardo is Chloe and Marco's dad. Hey, hey, okay, my baby. We're here now. Now, what was it you wanted to show me? I want to show you my favorite band. You just want the same band you always want. Nuh-uh, I want the newest, not the last. Newest one anymore. What? I want the newest, not the last. Newest one anymore? Okay. Come on, Chloe. Remember I showed you what real music sounds like? Let me do it my way, Marco. But you should get something way cooler. You're a teen, get something loud, uncomfortable, and sick. But I want to show Dad the punk I'm into. Come on, sis, punk is lame. Okay, you two, settle down. How about this? Why don't you both show me? Marco, you pick an album, Chloe, you pick an album. And I'll pick an album? Does that sound fair? Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, a new punk album for Chloe, new twisted rap for Marco, and recent criminally loud record for me. Okay, that's gonna be hard. What an icon, showing those pigs shade. They were so rude asking all those questions about James and AI. Don't they know they're talking to royalty? Good for her walking out. We love you, Willow. We got you. All right. This is indie rock. Coming Violet. Robbie Dare, is that punk? No, it's indie rock. So we can exclude these two parts. Twisted Rap. Maybe Neopixel? This one's Aiko Suzuki, and that one is House. This one is Metal. Metal. Yeah, I think the genres are pretty limited at the moment. Kind of new album for the little one. No, wait, this is the rap album for Marco. We need a new punk album. Oh yeah, the new Sister album, I guess. Cave Coven. Sister are back to basics on their own terms and with their own new label. Tamagotchi for you, Welle. And he wants something recent, and recent criminally loud record. I guess that means Jarhead, right? Because they were criminally charged. They were in front of a... They were in court. Or maybe this one. I don't think so. Why can't I find the thing? I was looking for... Is it over here? Yeah. Recent. Witty, unapologetic, and dripping with innuendo. Bated breath to finally unravel what happened to Tolls. It doesn't really say loud on this one. Recent criminally loud. I think this one might be hard. Did anyone ever had a Tamagotchi? I guess some people did probably when they're from a certain decade. A Wiesengotchi? Oh my goodness. Wait, is that like the Bavarian version of it? Or what is that? It did not drink beer, it was just the design of the outside of it. No idea why. Okay, yeah, I mean... the branding and stuff, you know. Bavarian branding. Bavaria being a proud state, trying to show off its pride every way they can. Having trouble with this. Maybe this one? No. So when he says recent, it must be one of the new albums. Oh no. Yeah, I know that story, Velo. Yeah, it kind of feels like you were responsible and then the thing died. I really don't know which one to pick here. I'm at a loss. Indie rock, indie rock. Becoming Violet. Robbie Dare is not criminally loud. Maria Estrella is not criminally loud, I guess. I want to get this done with now. I'm gonna pick something. Yeah, I'm gonna go with one of the Jarhead albums. Or is Claudia loud? No. Or this one? Fast and Hard. Yeah, this one's loud. I don't know if that is what he's looking for, but I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, good you didn't have RL pads for sure. That would have been irresponsible. 3 records for you. I hope the dad isn't too mad. Because I couldn't find the right thing. Look at his look. Looks like we nearly got everyone's. Think you kids are happy to compromise? Yeah, sure. I was looking forward to enjoying each other's pick, but I guess getting some lucky dips is okay. Yeah, whatever, I'm good. Aren't I lucky to have such easygoing kids? You want us to make a fuss? We can cause a scene if you want. No thank you. Come on then, let's make a move. This was an okay pick. I found a pic of it on the interwebs and put it on Discord. Oh my god, okay. Thank you. I'll check it in a second. Hiya, guess who's back? But this time I'm here for me. And only me. Yeah, she was trying to get her boyfriend the perfect gift and she was always unlucky. She always got the wrong gift. Because did you see chatting with Charlie this morning? That Willow was something fierce. What a woman. She took nothing from no one, walking out of that studio like a queen. But you know, I've like never actually listened to her music. I need to further understand her. Like, what is the most famous Willow album you've got here? Well, technically none. Oh. I don't get it. You don't understand. I need this. I just made some pretty big life decisions based on this woman, and I need to be able to hear her speak to me. Right, so the most famous Willow album then? Yes. Get me a copy of the most famous Willow album. Yeah, so we gotta go for Becoming Violet then. That's what she's saying. So which one is the most famous? The first one, right? No, this is the Breakout album. That's the debut. Which one is more famous though? I guess Faces and Faces. Okay, but like this is with her sister or something, and it's super famous, and you're telling me there's more drama? Oh, I'm loving this spice. I love it. I'm all in. Nice, that worked. Okay, let me give that Wiesengotchi a look. that doesn't look at all how I expected it. My assumption was it was basically just covered in light blue and white diamonds, you know, the pattern, but not this amount of detail. Oh my lord. And who's the guy on the left side? Is that like Maximilian something or König Ludwig? Oh wait, isn't the university called like Maximilian Ludwig something? Ludwig Maximilian Universität? So it is that guy, right? That I was thinking of. Yeah, KMU. Oh, he was like in Neuschwanstein. I wouldn't have known. That part of like history never really stuck with me because it never really interested me that much. I also never really learned that much about it, I guess, about lords and like kings. Oh, okay. Wild. All right. Oh, look who's back. They're both back. That's cool. So they went out on a coffee date, maybe. Oh, wonderful. It's still here. Yeah, I think Ryan must have been taking the mic, saying that the store had closed. The scoundrel. But I'll happily admit he's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, he makes me laugh. I'm sure your father would have been overjoyed if he could see you now. Just don't overthink it. Trust me. Thanks, Winston. I won't. I better run, but same time next week for a coffee? Already in my calendar. Great, it's a date. Oh, and don't forget to ask for that album that Ryan recommended. Yes, the record. What's up? You okay there, Winston? Oh no. Oh no, Winston. What was the record again? Winston. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I got lost in thought here. I was trying to remember the details of the record that Rashida's new boyfriend Ryan recommended to me. Lovely chap, by the way. I think I remember the album supposedly had a robot on the front. Oh yes, and he did say it had some lyrical content in it, which would make me blush. I know which one. I know which one. Don't you worry, Winston. We got you. I mean, there's two... Okay, this might be a trick thingy. There's kind of a mecha Mimi, so you could say that is a robot. But then there's also this one, Lunar Break. The thing is, he said lyrics. I don't think this one has lyrics in it, right? Because it's ambient. It's a soundtrack. Lyrics that might make me blush. Yeah, that's Mecha Mimi. Or maybe that robot? Oh, wait a second. I think this one makes him blush, maybe. Yeah, it's foul-mouthed. Yeah, they're foul-mouthed rappers. What is going on with my speech today? Yeah, I think this might be the one. Bayern had 5 kings and 3 of them were called Ludwig. Okay, or 6. Maximilian Joseph, Ludwig, Maximilian Joseph, Ludwig, Otto, Ludwig, so not much. I guess Ludwig is was very common then. Yeah, let's take that one. Gotta put that on the thing though. Ludwig hell, Ludwig dunkel und Ludwig weiß Bier. Oh well, this certainly looks lively. It would appear Ryan is encouraging me to embrace my younger spirit. Well, I shall take it in full stead. Crude lyrics be damned. How fun. And can I just say how happy I am to see the store hasn't actually closed? I'd be devastated. What a relief. Nice. Alright, Juke and Jazz. Oh, I was gonna read that. Oh, there we go. Oh, darlings, I'm so relieved. My favorite singing spot is saved. The Jazzy Jazz tour will continue. Oh no, that's the singer with the weird voice. You can like it or dislike it. It's 50-50. We're the deciding voice or what? No, thank you. That actually didn't go too badly. You know, considering it was the first day back, after supposedly closing the store, which has been my life for the past 20 years or so. Hey, you two. We're gonna make tracks for the Apple band. Everyone's waiting. Yep, let's do it. Let's plan a way to save my baby. You got it, boss. Oh, they're a beer brand, König Ludwig. I didn't know that. Thank you for explaining, Koranchkin. I wouldn't have known. Yeah, now I'm wondering which king would be which beer. Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? Sounds all the same somehow, but maybe it's that weird naming convention with sons and grandfather. Yeah, could be. That's often the case. Ah, so we're really getting back together, huh? After all this time. Pat. Oh, Willow's back. I really need to... Hey, whoa. Easy, easy. I just really need to decide... Oh, she's in distress. I just really needed someone to talk to. Is this gonna be a regular thing now? I'm sorry, you said it. I could come and... No, I know. Of course you should come here. Just take a beat. What's going on? I had a meltdown live on air. Okay, wow, yeah, that is something. What happened? The stupid press play tour. I was booked on that idiotic Chatting with Charlie, all because of James. Him and his new grotesque music, AI grifter bollocks. I have to be the advocate, the messenger, the walking fucking billboard. And yesterday I just lost it. I know it's hard to believe, but me and James, we used to be close. We used to love talking about music together. It was part of what made us work, that shared belief in what's required. That to succeed in music, it demands total devotion and sacrifice. And I have given music everything. I've given James everything. Oh, Patty, what have I done? I'm sorry, love. I wish I had easy answers for you, but there's one person who I think would be worth talking to about this. Huh. And what? Be the cliche young... Oh, what? Be the cliche young sister? Useless and in need of saving? It's not like that, and you know it. I think you know you need each other. Well, good luck getting her to admit that. What if she won't talk to me? Well, there's only one way to find out. Hey there, kid. Here to get an autograph from Old Man Pat before the queues get too long? I'm guessing you're up for the fundraiser then. Born ready. Well, not born ready. I wasn't born with this pup. But I knew I was going to be on the stage one day. And not just with a mop. And the rest of my band, of course. I just didn't know that band would be my old band. Or, you know, part of it. Seriously though, I want this for Morgan. No matter what happens, she should enjoy this. Because she blamed herself for a long time. For how the band broke up. I mean, I really hope she can find some peace in it. Whatever happens. Anyway, the floor is yours, so to speak. Pat, do you have a toolbox somewhere? Oh, hey kid. Yeah, let me check. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere when I bought the place. Oh man, are you kidding? What do you need the tools for? Just need to fix some faulty wiring. Oh, for the sound system, huh? I didn't know you could do that. I'm a DJ and producer. I know my basic electrical wiring. But also, Pat's paying. That's why I'm doing it. Sure. Hey, Paul. Pat, always a soft side for my tired eyes. And hey, kid. You're just the person I was looking for. I heard you're some kind of drinks wizard. This tall glass is empty and in desperate need for nourishment. We're gonna be doing a lot of planning tonight and I need to be super sharp. I need to focus. We need ideas. So what do you think, drink wizard? Can you pick me out a drink? Something unusual that'll inspire me with its bold approach. I'm curious to try something which mixes it up. Just no citrus flavors, okay? Okay. Mix up, no citrus. What do we pick? Ah, well. Wikipedia rabbit hole unlocked. Nice. Won't be a deep one. Alright, alright. Mixing and no citrus. Okay. Where do I start with that though? Curious. Grape is... Oh, that's citrusy, I guess. I guess that's not the drink we're looking for, but let's see. Cider mix. Yeah, that could be it. Mull wine. Yeah, let's go with that. Which one was it? This? What's that again? Yeah. Ooh, well, that color's already saying unusual to me. Let's give it a sippy sip. Mama, quite a kick to that one. I'm sure that's gonna keep me sharp. Unless I drink too many of these. Thanks, love. You're a drink wizard after all. We got it. Okay, we are refreshed. Let's head back to the others. Listen up, everybody. We need to make sure everyone from your grandma to your neighbor knows about this fundraiser. Ted is more than happy to drop us a mention in the article about Too Bright. What else can we do? I can promote the gig right here. Listen up, you sad drunks. Morgan McIntyre is gonna give a concert here at the Apple Bed. Good for her. Listen, you little shit. Oh, that wasn't meant to be serious. Good for her. Listen, you little shit. That's the creative soul behind Becoming Violet you're heckling. Isn't that the old hag who hangs out here every week? Who are you calling an old hag? Okay, so we don't leave the promotion up to Pat. Yeah. I think that's fair. Hang on. Do I hear music? Is that my jukebox playing? It's been 23 years since I heard that thing. It was just some faulty wiring. You're a wizard, T. Sure, I know where some wires go. Yay. I like T. He's awesome. Thanks for the G's. Welcome back, Fierce. From the lurk. Okay, there was drama, which I kind of knew, but not to the exact extent. You mean about the... You mean about the kings? The Bavarian kings? The kings of Bavaria? Yeah, of course. I mean, I guess there was always drama in like royal circles, right? Because those people, they didn't have to worry about too much, so they needed drama to stay alive, keep alive, I don't know. It's as if like, I don't know, I have this kind of like, my brain is really tired, but also sometimes when I'm tired I do these weird ass connections. But it sounds to me like royalty back in the day was basically like today's trash TV, reality TV icons or something. Like people would look up to them and would be interested in like the gossip about those people. I mean, it's still this way if you look at there's like tabloidy media, like, you know, magazines that you can find in each like train station in Germany, where there would be always a cover story about some sort of prince and their affairs or something. I guess it's still a thing. But what I'm saying is, I guess it was always that way back in the day. Unless people would not have access to that sort of information, but I guess gossip was still a big thing. But also back in the day, people would be suffering more under kings and lords. Today, we're just suffering under CEOs and landlords, which is basically just a replacement, but okay. Let's stay positive. Okay, let's try to get this gig running here. Okay, so I really need some volunteers. I'm gonna read out some tasks. Raise your hand. Okay, there we go. Yeah, not much difference. I know. It's just so wild to me thinking about it sometimes, and it's like, why do we accept this after so many things have happened in history where we basically started to try at least to get rid of those people, and now it's back. I blame capitalism. But capitalism itself is not like it doesn't have agency, so people are doing that. So I blame capitalists. Worst people. All right, track 17, let's go. Day 17, basically. Agentic capitalism. That kind of sounds like, please don't. No. Oh God, no. I mean, these words together kind of, they vibe very well together, because I see this whole thing of agentic very much nested within the framework of capitalism. Because yeah, let's just burn the earth even more, so that some rich people get even richer. Hey kid, great timing. We need help with these boxes. Matteo nearly died trying to get them out of the basement. Ugh. I love you all, and I'm always happy to help, but I'm not as strong as I look, you know? It's okay, big guy, you did your best. What's up with the boxes? Didn't you hear? Morgan has gone for broke. He was here all weekend, working upstairs. We couldn't afford to pay... Excuse me? We couldn't afford to pay the last renovations, so Morgan just did it herself, which gave us some extra space to feature the one and only Girl Junk's very own EP. What? Abby, that's incredible news. I know. Can you believe it? The band's sister have got a new DIY label and they wanted us to help launch it. It's so cool. Della already brought them over before she went to work today. It's so incredibly frustrating. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Yeah. I wanted to say something, but my thoughts have not formed yet properly. On another note, do you know how many days there are in the game? I do. We're reaching towards the end. Let's see if we can make it today. That would be nice. I reserved another session on Thursday in my weekly schedule, but maybe we won't need it. Let's see. The sooner we get through with this, the earlier I can hop into Silksong again. What I want to say is it is frustrating, but also for me, it feels like the frustration is not a blocker. It's more of a frustration. You know, frustration can go to like several ways, I guess. One of them being it makes you... What's the right word for that? Lethargic? I don't know what the word is, but you know, like it makes you stale. It makes you stop in your tracks and not go forward because you are giving up. But frustration can also make you angry enough that you actually do something. And even if that's just talking about your anger, showing your anger, making other people angry too, so impulses, you know, reactions and stuff. You bring movement to things, and I guess when these days when I'm frustrated, the latter happens. Or basically it was always that way. I don't like giving up, to be honest. So I hope all of you also don't give up. What I'm trying to say. So my voice is a bit weird again. Della already brought them over before she went with work today. Before I forgot to say it, I'm proud of you, Abby. You found the girls a studio and coordinated the recordings. And now they have an EP. Yeah. I'm super proud of them, but you want to get back on stage? No. Kinda. I don't want to just play bass for Girl Junk again. You're already planning the next thing? Maybe. I love Girl Junk and I put a lot of myself into that band, but they're not me. I have my own different point of view. Sometimes I feel like I have things I want to say that have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with supporting someone else's project. I told Hank that he's more to life. I told Hank that he's more to life than his old band, right? But then I asked myself, if Girl Junk ever split, what would I do? Who am I without them? Or like, I never actually thought of Morgan as anything else but this cool older business lady. But everything always comes back to becoming Violet. What if she hates that? What a big question. Are you having a quarter-life crisis? I don't know. It doesn't feel like a crisis. Just thinking about whether I need something that's all mine. Everyone is working very hard on big things, huh? Yeah, I know what you're going to say. I know. Sometimes helping others achieve their dreams is what matters. Dalai Lama said that. You thought you knew what I was gonna say? Well, sure. You always try your best to make people feel good about their achievements. It's what I like about you so much. Oh, look at him. I'm gonna fire off some quick promo for the EP on Phonogram. Can you guys open the shop? He's still blushing. Alright, kid, let's go. Matteo seems like a sweetheart. So, Walking the Cow. Oh my Glorf. Glorf, the movie gets reviewed by Juan Te. Wait, is that... That sounds Spanish, that sounds Asian. Maybe? I don't know. So Juan Te, the takeaway is that despite being a mind-melting mess, kids will love it, and Mimi is set for a comeback with a triumphantly catchy and infectious OST song, Glivglov. The Glorf. Featuring Glivglov. 1T is a D&D species. Okay, interesting. Maybe a reference to that. For all of us with children, bar maybe those living in underground bunkers, and even then I wouldn't bet against it, you will most likely have heard the words Glorf, Glurm, or Glib by now. Sure. Yes, Glorf the movie is out and it has been a blockbuster smash, and this one unlucky parent has already seen it 15 times. If you didn't already know, and how could you not, the marketing has been that successful at bombarding every inch of society. It's a film adaptation of the much loved by children and hated by adults animated kids TV show Glorf. A show in which an alien assimilates all life and makes them be friends with itself. Yes, it's terrifying. But is the film actually any good? Well, in the words of Glor's trusty sidekick Glurb, it's a mess down here. I don't know how they sound like. The high contrast actual blinding movie is like taking a sledgehammer to your brain. The plot is thinly sketched, the character acting obnoxious, and the action relentlessly numbing. But it's not all doom and gloom. One surprising saving grace is the comeback of disgraced pop star Mimi, whose song for Glorf is a real masterpiece. Glyph Glove is better than it has any right to be. In truth, it doesn't matter what I say, kids will love it. They already do. So strap yourself in for approximately 86 minutes of numbing nothingness before the onslaught of badly told Glorf jokes you'll endure on the way home. Glurp, indeed. I give it 3 popcorns, 2 of which belong to Mimi's song. Oh, Kelsey. Kels, hi everyone, just me announcing another Wax and Wine soiree. This Friday at 7 PM we're gonna be listening to Maria Estrella. Mwah, see you there. Nah, I don't like you. Let's pick some new music though. Might be a reference. Okay. Nice. We haven't listened to Sister in a while. Was it Sister? I think. Also Unstoppable for Welle. For our next workout session. Hey kid, why do you work at Repeater? Oh, you just open with that question? Someone asked me this before. Well, humor me. It will be good to have a reminder. I like helping people find something they enjoy. Indeed. It doesn't seem like much, but a good record can make someone's day. That makes me feel better. You felt bad? If you're uncomfortable, in deep pain, angry, yearning, confused, you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. You have a life. Mimi featuring Stanisław Lem, the Unstoppable. Yes. Yes. I still have bad days, but I used to feel a lot worse. A lot more often. So being this happy guy, that was a big step for me. You and Abby reminded me of what matters today. I thought being at Repeater at my age was a sign I'm a bit of a failure, honestly. But this shop and what we do matters to people. I saw how much you've helped people simply by giving them something they enjoy. And that's validating. I hope to one day think of myself as valuable no matter what I do for money. Period. Oha, next workout tomorrow. Well planted. Nice, Welle. It's gotta be the song after this one. No, the song after the next one, I think. But doing my part in this already reminds me that I can at least do something good in a small way. So, you ready for another day of helping people find music they love? Let's do it. As Tom Waits eloquently sings, let's make it rain. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. Oh, Bad Toes is back. They have a new album. Chipped Nails. Now part of the Sick Sad World Records family, Bad Toes return with their sharp, politically incisive sophomore Chipped Nails. Their iconic tongue-in-cheek wit has been traded in for a wiry, no-holds-barred shakedown that rises to the cultural occasion. Oh, and the bass lines are impeccable. Oh, that's a good idea, Rake. Thank you. I need some hydration for the voice. Welcome in. Welcome in. hope you had a nice or okay day today. My day was very long, but we still continue. Hacky that's a new one. That also reminds me that I still have to like polish my
Hacky
sound
Grace.
alerts. Hacky Grace, thank you. I have to like, you know,
Red to blue.
red to blue, put the other ones in and do the proper icons and everything. Maybe I'll do that after the stream today, since we're ending at midnight. All right, so... Oh no, you spent the day fighting your landlord over 1,200 utilities bill for 2024. Good that you're fighting. Sad that you have to fight. Do you already know how it goes out? Can you get some advice from the Mieterverein, like the Renters Association and stuff like that? That they sometimes can be very helpful and stuff. Yeah, successfully, I hope too. But also don't feel pressured to lay it out in chat. But I hope, yeah, I hope you get some success there fighting. Wait, that... Oh yeah, the upstairs thing, they talked about this. Bad toes rule. This wasn't me, Billy. Okay. Ah, I see. The Glorf. Glyph Glorf. Let's open. No, what happened? Did Patri break up with you? No, Patri, why would you do that? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just assuming. Hi. Whoa, are you okay? Sorry, Oh no, not really. No. Me and Patri broke up. Very optimistic. There are some clear mistakes in there. Should be able to get at least 50% taken off of that. But their behavior is horrible. Constant threats to sue me over it. We just talked about after ignoring you for 9 months. Yeah, that's horrible, man. These things, landlords just being... We just talked earlier about royalty in the old days and how not much has changed because we still have lords that fuck us over. And now that you tell that story, yeah, very relevant. Bad to hear, man. Yeah, I hope you get some good support and at least the amount reduced. But it's horrible to know that that your landlord basically is sort of threatening you. That's not a good feeling. The way they wield power like that is just, yeah. I have a really blocked nose. But yeah, I hope you can get some rest after these ordeals today, together with us here, trying to help people find good records. We are kind of nearing the end of the game. Let's see. Me and Patri broke up. No way. I know. And it was over something so dumb. Damn, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help? Yes. Yes, there is. I need something to listen to help me release. My heart's shattered and to tiny specks of lonely glass. I just want to listen to something sad to soundtrack the moment. I know this sentiment. Like, I actually used to do this a lot when I was younger. I don't these days anymore. Like when I'm sad, I actually leaned into it a lot by listening to sad music. That would be my thing for a long time. I'm also in the Mieterverein, but I only got an appointment at the end of the month. But if they really do sue, I've got my rights covered through them. That's good. It's good to be able to fight back, but it gets exhausting after a while, just like it felt with my last job in the hotel. Yeah, I remember that. Shit. You already had to do like... Yeah, you already had to fight a lot there. Yeah, but I think you're still doing the right... yeah, I know you know that you're doing the right thing. I still understand that it's exhausting. I just hope that it gets dealt with quick and that you don't have to like have it at the back of your head the whole time, so you can rest a little bit soon. Yeah. Best of luck. Anyway, how are the wax heads today? Yeah, we're doing the Lord's work, trying to make people happy or at least lean into their sadness. The game is like getting to a close. The story, I think, kind of moves into a happy end situation. Let's see how it goes. The wax store, the record store wasn't closed yet. Although we are still being threatened actually by a landlord. But yeah, we have a plan how to fight that. So it's actually pretty fitting. Yeah, fingers crossed, exactly. Yes, yes. So something that will make me ache with every breath. Oh. Is that too much to ask? Okay, we're looking for a record. I just need something sad that will make me ache with every breath. Okay, it's not Bad Toes. It might be... You put a Willow record here? Aching, sublime, ethereal. Dove Can Still Fly. Rightfully considered a true classic. The painfully intimate stolen kiss and the majestic behind the rose curtain. Okay, I think this could be a favorite here. Or is it Leah Weber? Every inhale, every breath, every longing ache uttered has been recaptured. I think it's this one. Ache with every breath. Yeah. 100%. I can interact with the Tamagotchi. I did that in the beginning quite a few times, but then it got boring too quick for me, and now I don't anymore. But yeah, you have the ability to also buy different... It's a gimmick. It's not really a thing, a gameplay thing, but you can buy different things you can put here. There's like 3 different Tamagotchis as well. But it's not really doing something. Like, it has an animation, but that's about it. Yeah. Oh, Kixie still... I see it in the Discord. Kixie being still in the rabbit hole of the Bavarian Kings. Oh wait, stop. Siri, stop. For some reason, the voice assistant went off. I don't know what I said. I need to put... Yeah, let it out, Kixie. I wasn't like judging. I was just like, oh, still going on. Let's go. We might learn something. You put it out there. Just like in real life, starving Tamagotchis. Yeah. We had that story earlier too, when Vela was talking about her old shared flat, and when they went out for partying for 3 to 4 days, and then when they came back and the Tamagotchi wasn't alive anymore. That happens. We sent Kixie to the Bavarian King's history rabbit hole with the Wiesengotchi talk. Yeah, true, exactly. Listen, Heartbreak is one of the most horrible feelings in the world. But you will get through it. Let this record cleanse you. Let's have a heart, a record, and then afterwards you will rock on. Yeah, Leah Weber. Her music is so sad. I cry just thinking about it. This is perfect. You're gonna be okay? Is anyone ever okay? Right now, I don't deserve sunshine. I just wanna ugly cry in the dark. Thanks though. You got it. Next time we will meet, you'll feel better. Yeah, you got a new record out. I see that in your grin. Isn't it bloody amazing? Walking into a store and seeing two of your records side by side. What a world. Because, you know, I was so close to giving up on Bad Toes. But then I'd have missed out on being on a record label by Sister. And check it, they even gave us a copy of the record for free? That's the difference when bands organize together. Speaking of which, I know a couple of other local bands got released alongside us. Any chance you could find them? I know you've struggled to always help me out, but I want to check them out and support my peers. Alright. Sister have a great taste. Can't wait to check the other bands they're supporting. Yeah, we know for a fact that Girl Junk is now on that thing too, right? On the label. But there might be other bands too. What about... Oh, the elevator takes too long. What was I thinking about? I was gonna go for... I mean, yeah, I mean, this is your band, so you don't want that. Yeah, so that only leaves... Wait, well, who's Teddy Tom and the Two Stands? Beloved and well-worn, The Best of You is the Best of Me is peak Teddy Tom, showcasing a wonderful selection of gusty tales about worker solidarity and comradeship. Teddy Tom, Stan Mackey, and Stan Lackerty have over 30 years earned their cheeky, endearing crowns of being the people's voice. This album is the perfect entry point to find out why. Okay. I guess we're looking for the other one. Welcome back. You made it out of the hole. Nice. Welcome back. Welcome back. Girl Junk. Wait. What seems to be the problem? What does that mean? I never really looked at these numbers up here. Did I put two of them in? Is that the problem? Like, do you need me to put in two? The other bands. Oh, I see, I see. You want two. Oh yeah, Stay in Bed. Also 6 set world records. I never really looked at this before. Monster in the Rabbit Hole, certainly a bad name in this game. True. That would make so much sense. You got it, friend. Damn, these look awesome. And we're on the same label as these guys? So sick. You know, It sounds silly, but sometimes I just get so wrapped up in the minutia. Minutiae? I think it's the plural form. I'm not I don't know how to pronounce that. Minutiae, I think. Of being in a band. I forget to remember to enjoy the magic of bands. Watching a bunch of people on a stage, surrounded by sound, throwing their limbs and souls into every flailing sound. It's awesome. Oh gosh, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Yeah, I think... I mean... It's a Latin ending, I guess. But yeah, then again, I don't know how to pronounce Latin conjugations with English pronunciation, which is always weird. Music is awesome. Speaking of music being awesome, you gonna remind me about the fundraiser? Don't worry, I'll be there. I mean, how many record stores do you see in this town? Ha, where else would we store our albums? See you there. I have an idea how to pronounce the Latin, but not how to butcher it into proper English form. Yeah, that's what I meant. So minute, minutia, something like that would be maybe the German Latin pronunciation, but then the English one, don't know. Buenos dias, dear. We haven't met her before, right? Mi hijo, my little monts. Okay, I'm gonna embarrass myself. How do I pronounce that? Moncho? I guess that's more like a ch. Moncho it's his birthday tomorrow. He loves music and I want to surprise him. So every time I listen to the radio, I always write down the bands that I think he'd like. Could I share the names with you, dear? I've never seen that name actually. Yeah, I wasn't sure what happens to the X if it comes after a T. I guess it's maybe a shortened version of a different name, maybe. Because the X in the middle of Mexico is like a H sound, more like an H kind of sound, but that one weirded me out in a good way. I always get curious. Yeah, sure, would be my pleasure. Gracias. And I'm sorry if the names are a little bit muddled. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. Gracias, my dear, gracias. Okay, first is Bert Evershine, who's a blues jazz singer. He sounds so handsome too. The next was Maurice Teja. I've written here that I remember hearing her when Montho was just a little baby. The last name is Stella Novak, who plays flashy flamenco guitar. Yeah, that's Stella something else. Maria, I think. My own mother used to enjoy listening to her, and that's it. I'm sure we have at least one of those artists. Oh, if you did, that would be so wonderful. If I have the names right. Yeah. Okay. So, we go to the cellar, but we go through the... Oh, that's actually longer. I should have gone through the thing. So, hold on, what? So we have to find one of them first. Oh, Smokey Bear. Like, hey man, are they trying to close down Repeater? That's not cool, man. We gotta like do something, man. We gotta fight the powers, my dudes. You're right about that, Smokey Bear. Maurice. Okay, she probably yeah, it's something that sounds similar to Maurice Tay. Let's see if we can find that. Moriste. Morrissey? We don't have Morrissey here. Last I heard, the guy's an asshole. I don't know why exactly, so maybe I should look it up myself again, but there was something about him. Snarl? No. Junk? Denise? Denise? Yes, X can have very different sounds as some words that use it come from Nahuatl. Yeah. Native language. Yeah. I think most of the... I mean, I don't know much about it, but I heard... I watched some videos a while back. I guess some... Like, I mean the word axolotl comes from Nahuatl, right? The till ending, the TL ending, is a very, I think, a very good giveaway that it comes from that language. But yeah, I mean, of course, the X can have different pronunciations depending on. I guess also depending on where it sits in the word and stuff like that too. Things are clearly taken from other languages, so I try to stick with the original language regardless of the main language I'm using. Same for jalapeno. I think that's how you pronounce it. I never really looked it up if jalapeno is correct or if it's more like ja or something. Pina colada, déjà vu, etc. But I guess with Latin, it's already difficult to determine what an original would likely have been. Yeah, when I learned Latin in school, teachers would always tell us, "Oh, it's actually pronounced the way it's written," you know, and I just believed them. But then after a while, I realized, well, we're just pronouncing it in the German way, which probably is not what Latin sounded like. So I felt a bit betrayed by our teachers. Later on, I saw like some language videos that tried to get as close as they could with the sound of Latin being spoken, and it actually sounds pretty Italian-ish. So that's definitely closer to just reading it out as a German would. And I'm not always aware of the origins. Yes, same here. I try to stick to the pronunciations as well if I can. But there's also sometimes cases where you can't produce the sounds, so that can get very difficult. For example, a lot of people in Germany can't pronounce my name properly, and I have gotten used to it when I was younger, but these days I don't accept it anymore. Like when people don't even try, you know, at least to pronounce it properly. But still, if they tried very hard, most people won't be able to pronounce it because there's just some phonemes and stuff the mouth does that is not common to German, and that's okay. I'm completely fine with that part. There's surprisingly much known about Latin pronunciation given of how old the language is, but yeah, no surprise that Italian is close. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, peeps, I just have to run to the bathroom real quick. I realized I have been sitting too long and ignored the signals, so I'll be right back. I'll just let the ads run real quick and then we'll be right back afterwards. So see you right after the break. And we're back already. I'm realizing my camera is a bit low today. A little bit at least. All right. Yeah, I want to listen to that banger before we get into the game again. Welcome back yourself. While I was taking a break, I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like saying the words in the, I guess, butchered way when people say, can I get some jalapenos? Can I get some pina coladas? Because there's also like funny there's Italian words that German people really like to butcher a lot. When they don't say gnocchi and they say gnocchi and stuff like that. Yeah. Always cringes me out a bit. It's actually like, especially if it's a word that you could pronounce because you have the right sounds in your own language and you could just like put the effort in and that would work. Espresso. What's another one? I'm thinking. There's actually one thing that I have a little bit of a beef about, especially also about my mother tongue. Which is when people don't even put the effort in to pronounce the food they're eating like at least twice a week. What's city? City. Oh, that's okay. City, that's English words for city and Amazon. Amazon. No, but when people say Döner, there's always a little bit of a cringe left in me because, yeah. So for those of you who are not from Germany, the thing you might know as kebab or kebab, which is oftentimes some pita bread kind of thing filled with, or it's bread filled with meat and stuff. There's a Turkish German dish that is called döner, but most people just say döner because they just pronounce it the most German way, and that is just so stuck in the German language that not many people even like question how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's just a German word by now. It got kind of appropriated in a way because it got so famous, I guess, in the 60s, 70s in Germany. And then until this day, basically, it's one of the most popular fast food dishes that you can get here. And then the Germanization of the word just stuck around. And that is, I always get a bit weirded out when people don't even make the effort for that. But it's a tiny thing. There are cases where I'm even more mad about it. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. Welcome in. I can't really express myself today. I'm struggling. But where I get mad most of the time is when people don't respect the way your name is pronounced because your name is part of yourself. It's part of who you are. It's part of how you present to the world. It also sometimes reflects where you're from or your roots are. And yeah, it takes people to just, I don't know, people have trouble putting in that effort because oftentimes I think there's also a shame to it when people try to pronounce it and they can't properly. I think people start feeling ashamed very quickly, and I think that's the wrong direction. You shouldn't feel ashamed that you can't pronounce something at all. Like, I'm not language shaming anyone, but you can still get close, you know? If your pronunciation of someone's name has a vowel shift in it, like you're pronouncing something as E instead of A or something, you can just swap, right? German people can do it with French names. German people can say easily Jean-Pierre. They don't mind doing that instead of saying Jean-Pierre or something, you know? But for me, yeah, I still have a problem with that to this day. But to most people's, I'm looking for words these days, man. To most people's credit, I would say during the last 10 years or so, yeah, so starting in the 2010 years, in the middle, maybe 2014, 15, people started asking me more often right away from the get-go, like, hey, actually help me pronounce your name. That wasn't a thing at all before that. People would just read it out as they wanted to. Yeah. But I guess that's also I think we're all in it together. I think that's a societal change or transformation that we're all a part of. Like, because I didn't correct people when I was younger. I just said, yeah, you just can call me whatever you like. Because I was not aware that I could actually ask people to try. And yeah, that way I contributed to that. And I think this whole transformation just happens, you know, as a community together, like both sides, all sides. Yeah. Guilty on that. Wanted to add that some things are just so frequently used with a very German pronunciation that it's difficult to unlearn. I think that's exactly what it is. It's difficult to unlearn. Döner is just too difficult to unlearn by now, and I get that. It's okay. I don't mind it too much. I mind it more with names because it's a personal thing. I guess I would sound weird if I try to pronounce. I guess I would sound weird if I try to pronounce that correct. Others might look at me thinking, "Why don't you say Döner?" Yeah, and I think that's a bit sad. I understand what you mean, but I think there's also people that say that get cringed up if someone tries to pronounce things the correct way, and then they go like, "Oh, you're so pretentious," even trying. And I don't know why people judge like that. Like, if you're not trying to like state that you're superior by just pronouncing something the correct way, or at least try to. Then of course there's people who make it a sport. Of course, if they're like arrogant about it, that's a different thing. But I understand what you're saying, Robin. Like, when people would definitely, I agree with you, people would look at you weird if you try to pronounce it correctly, because it's just not common enough. And that's a bit sad, because it's kind of like a stuck situation in a way. Or I've learned them so early in life, I still say Spider-Man if I don't think about it. Spider-Man instead of, what would you say instead? Spider-Man? Like, instead of spider, spider. A bit more of a rolled R, I guess. Right. I remember meeting a person from China in college. I studied in the US. And she expressed how they all pick an American name. Yeah. And I was able to express how I will make all the effort in the world to say her name. And since then, she felt more comfortable using her name and not a made up name with others. That's an achievement. You achieved something really cool. I heard that it's not common here, at least I can say from the Turkish community, that we pick Germanized names. But I've seen that I've seen that through media consumption, American media consumption, when Asian people in America have their American names, basically a swap out name. That's not common, at least in my community, but there could be similar things. Actually, there is a thing. What's going on with my voice? There's a thing people do when they come these days, when they're immigrating these days. Sometimes I see people with Iranian names. They just give themselves like English names because it's easier. So, for example, I have a colleague at the moment. I think their name is Zoher. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. I try. And they just say, please just call me Zach. And I'm like, why? But your name is Zohair. Why can't I? Yeah. I guess when you're new here, it makes things easier as well because you already have to fight so many things. And then that name thing is not a hurdle, you know, like not another barrier that you have to struggle with every time. Yeah. Sorry, I have to catch up with chat. I'll shut up now. Also, my voice is starting really to get tired out. But that's so cool, Fierce, that you insisted. Germans know German know greetings in all kinds of languages, but rarely in Turkish or Polish, which are the biggest migrant groups in Germany. Yeah, yeah, that's weird. But I'm guilty as well. Like I don't say that I'm not also missing out on pronouncing or knowing at least how to say proper hi in Polish. I could try. I'm not sure if it's correct. I think it's like dzień dobry, but I might be wrong because I never really use it. Actually, this makes me think of something. I was like recently when we had a few more new chatters here, like being Polish or being from Latvia. I was like, it would be cool to actually, just for the heck of it, for the hecky of it, just learn like the general greeting forms for all of the chatters that you have. Dzień dobry. I guess I got called out. I struggle. Welcome. I hope I said it right. You can correct me if the pronunciation was off. Or was it like, is there also something like dobre dan or dobre den? Does that mean something different? But yeah, I was thinking about this, like maybe I can take this opportunity, like having a kind of international chat, but these days to learn like the greeting forms and like to say goodnight in the different languages. Oh, that might be Czech then. Yeah, okay. I'm mixing things up. See, so I'm not like, it's not like I have learned my lesson with that. I'm still picking up a few things. I started learning Arabic again, but then I kind of dropped it again because I didn't have time. But yeah, these things. So I'll catch up. I'll shut up. And we're still friends. That's so cool, Fears. Regarding your name, I listened to your pronunciation on that one platform a few times. Oh yeah, I have it there, right, as an audio sample. I'm trying my best to get it right. Certainly still not perfect, but I'm trying. And that's all I'm asking for, Rick. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's just something you can't expect. Absolutely. But like when people just at least try, and you could imagine how the Germanized version of it would sound like. And that's what most people instinctively do. They just go for the German version of it because they read it like, oh, it has this ending, so I have to pronounce it this way. But it's very, very, very kind of you, Rake. I appreciate it. So real. I've met people from India in my job who change names. Yeah, I heard it from people from India. Yeah, and also Chinese or sometimes even Thai people. Yeah, I have this really funny anecdote that I can tell about that when we went to a festival and we watched this movie. But I'll shut up for a second. Who changed names? Not me. I have 2 first names and 2 last names, and no one has taken that away from me. Yes, I love that. I have so many thoughts on this. Oh man, we can like, yeah, I have thoughts on this. I don't stop yapping here, although I don't know, sometimes today I'm a bit slow with like formulating thoughts. There's a fast food chain called German Döner Kebab that I know from the UK and got thoroughly confused by. So it's a UK food chain. It's called German Döner Kebab. I get confused by that. Actually, yeah. Because my brain goes like, wait, is it like, how would they pronounce Döner? Is it going to be like German Doner Kebab? Donor? Because they don't know the Ö? Yeah, with Spider-Man, the difference is not that obvious, but still clear. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. The R is the clearest difference, practically non-existent in my German pronunciation. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah, I also say Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider. Ah. um, but I think it's the same the other way around. At least that's what I was told in my Chinese studies classes, that people going to China pick a Chinese name. Not that this makes it good or equal. It certainly isn't. Just a note. Interesting. I did not know that. German talk Polish really funny. Actually, everyone speaks Polish really funny, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a couple of a couple of Polish friends in school. I worked with Polish friends. My old boss was Polish, and they would sometimes speak. Uh, like one of my bosses was actually more fluent in Polish than German, so sometimes they would just like rant or curse in Polish. So I was around, but I never really, when I was younger, I never really dared to learn something, and it's just, I feel bad about it. I should have. So siema, Polish slang of hello. Is it siema? Is that correct? Because I think the E and the I and the E are pronounced separately, as far as I know. And thanks for telling us that. Today I learned, yes. The first store seems to have been in Dubai, but now it has its headquarters in Glasgow. Okay. I pronounce Döner as Döner. I can't say the thing. Yeah, that's totally fine. Germans could though. So actually it's pronounced Döner. So if you can't pronounce the Ö, fine. But you could at least, I guess, if Germans would try to pronounce it, they would probably say Döner, Döner. That would be more closely to the actual pronunciation, but still kind of German. But they say Döner. My father always used to curse in Finnish. Yeah, perkele. I know perkele, which means shit or fuck. Because has been living there a few years when he was young. Yeah. Yeah, let's teach us well, I was gonna say let's teach us let's teach each other like curse words, but you can't do that on Twitch because Automod will kick in. That won't work. But yeah, we can. I will probably go and pick up some hi and good night words for the different languages we have around here in chat. All right. Yeah. I was going to say something earlier. Yeah. So we watched a movie by a Thai director. And I might remember it not quite, but I think their name was Apichatpong Veerasidakul. Something like that. I might have to look it up. And they got introduced before the movie ran. Basically, they were like, oh, the director's here too. And they would like to say some words before the movie. Welcome to Apichatpong Veerasidakul. And then it was like, yeah, hi, that's my name. But you can also all call me Johnny. I was like, and I was like, I had to laugh about it. But then later on, I realized, oh, that's actually something they do. I wasn't aware. Like I don't know, that was like 10 years ago. That's just something that some cultures even do within their cultures, that they give themselves inside names and outside names, for example. I'm not like an expert on this. I just read up on it somewhere, but yeah, there are like different ways of naming yourself. You have a private name, a public name. Sometimes you have like an international name and all these things. So many different ways of using names. When you have S and I together, you pronounce it as. Oh, so you mean sh, right? So is it Shiema, Shiema, Shiema, Shiema, maybe. Also, most curse words are based on discrimination. That's true. Most of them. There's some really good ones in Turkish, though, that are not based necessarily on discrimination. Turkish cursing is special. It's very shit connotated. Like, yeah, it's very rough actually. It's no shit. It is softer. Okay, I will look it up after the stream for sure. So maybe it's a j, is what you're saying. But I'll look it up. Thanks, Ice Dragon. So yeah, Turkish cursing is very shit related. You have things like ağzına sıçarım and stuff like that, which basically means I will shit in your mouth. Sorry if that got triggering. In Swedish, you curse a lot using different words for devil, so that's something, I guess. Yeah, at least, yeah. What I said was that with, okay, that's a j, okay. All our Thai colleagues have short nicknames like Oak or Tun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's also something. Like if people have long names, which in some cultures you do have, you pick short names because it's just more practical. That also is definitely a case. Yeah, but anyway, names are important. And yeah, I would really like us to, like, generally, I would just like the trend in Germany was like during the last 10 years, as I said, people start asking more often these days. They ask you like, oh, actually, how's your name pronounced? And I think that should continue. All right. Okay, chat. I'm super excited about talking about this, but at the same time, I feel I don't have the right energy to talk about it. It's very weird for me today. I hope you can understand. Let's get back into the game. And see if we can figure out camera. There we go. See if we can figure out what Margarita wants. Maurice Tay, a singer I remember from Montreux's childhood. Let's see. A singer. Pretty old album, I guess. Thank you. It was a good chat. Thank you everyone for your perspectives. Works that time. Yeah, so I didn't really, I didn't want to interrupt it that roughly, but also I feel like my thoughts are coming out very fumbled today. I don't know. It's weird. So it should be something old. Is it Willow? No. Is it Maria Estrella? It sounds like Morrissey, to be honest. Brick Dog. Sister. Mini Mings near Pixel. This is new stuff. Luna Break. Jarhead. Snarl. I don't know. I really don't know. The only thing that comes even like close to it would be Maria Estrella, but I don't know if that makes sense. I'll get into sleeping now. Oh, what's that? We'll choose a different language now every time. Oh, you gotta. It's hard for me to then read it because I don't know how to pronounce it. Is that Portuguese? It sounds Portuguese to me. So it's like Buonotte? Buonotte? I don't know. Sleep well, Kixie, sleep well. I didn't even realize you were saying good night properly, so I didn't say good night back. Good night, sleep well. Good sleep. Yeah, Portuguese is a tiny bit mean. Yeah, it's really mean to pronounce, yeah, because it's very nasal and everything, and yeah. Exactly. But I will try to read up on all of the languages we have here in chat and learn the pronunciations for next time. And I also forgot how to pronounce the good naht. Okay, maybe Teddy Tom? Gareth Kringle? Gecko Jester? I'm gonna go with Maria Estrella. I don't know what to do else. Dios mío! Oh, it was Maria Estrella. Of course! It's a good thing I have young, clever people like you to count on. Mi hijo is gonna be so happy. It's lovely that you care so much about your son. Well, he's very special. Thank you for helping me this day. Make this day. Adios, dear. Nice. Daisy and the boys. Hiya. Say hello, boys. Wait, are these the boys? Or is she laughing? The kids are laughing. Of course. Lorphy B. Close enough. So I was wondering if you could help me. I'm after a record as a gift from my husband. Oh, it's our anniversary and well, he loves obscure bands. Do you have anything by Spirograph Sonnet? No, get Sourglorf, mummy. We don't have Spirograph Sonnet. No? That's a shame, he loves them. What about Gum Gum guys? Glorf Sam. Sorry, no Gum Gums. Or Glorf Sams. Why is there firework today? It's pretty loud. It's Gunat. Gunat should work. The D is mostly silent. Ah, Gunat. Gunat. G, good guess. Thank you. Any Doreen and the Dog Walkers? That's a very cool name, but afraid not. Oh dear. Getting tricky. Oh wait. Six Sad World Records? They're a new label, right? I'm convinced I saw him talking about a band being released by them. Had some sort of body part written on the album cover? Lore fingers. No loves, don't think that was quite it. Ooh, I wish I could remember what it was called. Growing Glorf. Still not quite right, my chickens. We have the new stock and let me check. I know. Thank you. I don't know which one. Let me just get to it quick. Bad Toes, Chip Nails. With love. Girl Junk, obviously. Oh. Could have been both the band and the body part, yeah, but I think, I think she said newly released, and I think the Girl Junk one is out a bit longer. And this one is new. Yeah, Strange Fireworks sounded like a whole box of them exploded at once. Yeah, it sounded weird. Oh, Bad Toes? No, that's not the right one. It's Girl Junk. No, this wasn't what I was trying to remember. How funny that they released multiple appendage named bands. Maybe it's not Girl Junk though. Although the album does look kind of cool. I know you were trying to make a joke, but what else would it be now? Are we buying feet, mommy? Mommy, I don't want to eat feet. No one is eating feet, my loves. It was okay though. It was okay. I don't know what album. Oh, that's Unmasked Dad? He still doesn't talk? Because what? Did you get your wisdom teeth removed or something? Indie Kelly, they're trying to close Repeater Records. No, that's so wrong. My sister loves that place and they even helped me out once. I'll certainly be going to their fundraiser event. We gotta do our part. Sorry? Dad, don't talk with your mouth full. Oh. Are we buying feet, Mommy? Was worth it. Eating feet, yeah. True, that dialogue was basically... Yeah. I didn't realize the game reacts to the things you pick with the dialogue, because I don't think there was a tie like this before. Like usually they would answer you in a very generic fashion that you weren't right and you didn't pick the right thing, but this one was actually tied to what I picked. Don't talk with your mouth full. Sorry, Lara. Oh, Mascot Dad? Well, I usually go by Ricardo, but I guess I could also be known as Mascot Dad. Your name's Mascot Dad and Mascot Dad only. I won't accept alternatives. What a gift to have such a strong-headed daughter. Dad, stop being embarrassing. And you said we'd only be stopping in for a minute. We gotta pick up your mascot outfit from the dry cleaners. We're playing Tiny Teeth Secondary today. You're right. Why don't you wait in the car? You better only be a minute. Hey, sorry. She's always antsy on match days. But the reason I wanted to stop by, I heard the news about the store closing and the fundraiser. And well, I'd love to offer my help. I'd happily wear any of my mascot costumes to help get the word out. Wow, that's so kind. Well, you know, the reason I'm mascot for so many of Lyra's teams is because I want the world she grows up in to be one where community matters. School sports teams or independent record stores, wherever there's a place that fosters connection between people, that's something always worth fighting for, period. So, you can count on me. Dad! Uh-oh, I better run. Oh, Patri. What happened? Are you gonna tell us why? I know, you're sad too. Yeah, of course. So they broke up about something and they're both sad about it and they probably didn't want it. Mascot Dad Bester, yeah. Are you okay, Patri? No. I'm sorry. I heard the news from Ellie. Do you want to talk about it? No. I need some music to cry to. Oh, of course. What did you have in mind? Something familiar, something comfortable, that carries an inextricable harbinger of loss. Okay. I wish to be comfortably anguished. Okay. Okay, Patri, we can do this. Something familiar with an inextricable feeling of loss hanging over it. What could that be? I mean, wait. It's gonna be the same record, right? And then they will listen to the same record being sad, and then they will post about it on social media, and then they will see that each other are listening to the same thing being sad the same way, and maybe that will connect them again. I just hope that's cool. That's a maybe it's not a good choice. I don't know. Ache. But the word, a feeling of loss. Maybe something different. Maybe Willow. Aching, sublime. Stolen Kiss and the Majestic. Yeah, I mean, that sounds very close as well. Teddy Tom. Yeah, Worker Solidarity. What else could it be then? I almost feel like I'm gonna give her the same album. She mean with Familiar? True, she's a Brick Dog fan. Wait. Good catch. I think what she means by that is this 15-year anniversary album from Brick Dog is the last recorded album sang by Tar O'Deal before his untimely death, making it a sought-after collector's item. So she, being a fan of the band, listening to this is actually matching her description, right? She's like reminded of the loss of that singer. That could be it. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. You're right. So it's familiar to her because she's a fan, and then also there's a feeling of loss because it's the last album where the singer was still alive. Good catch, fella. So you will listen to this and say, rest in peace, listen to some music, and then you will fall in love again. Let's go. Uh-oh. Okay. Yes. Yes, this is perfect. Tar O'Deal. A heartbreaking loss. Justice Alley. A blanket of grief for me to drown in. No doggo sticker? Oh shit, true. I forgot the Brick doggo sticker. Thank you. You're welcome. They will get together, I'm sure. Hey kid. Can I tell you something? Promise you won't call me crazy? I can't promise that. That's fair. But check it out. I found a copy of one of Willow's albums in the basement. Yeah, I saw that. And I'm kind of freaking out. This is Morgan's one hard rule. No Willow albums in the store. Hey, you two. What are you conspiring about so secretly? Abby found one of Willow's albums in the basement. Kid. Wow. As quoted on The Simpsons, what a scoop. How do you suppose it got there? Are you thinking... Morgan? Well... families do tend to be delightful paradoxes. Liz, welcome in. You're also kind of freaking out. I hope not in a bad way. There can be different kinds. But welcome in, and I hope you've been good. Should we let the others know? Yes. If I may suggest, I think it would be wise to put it back downstairs. But Matteo, come on, this is huge. Perhaps, but I do fear that revealing it may have unforeseen consequences. In an old pipes and Altbau kind of way? No, what? Don't tell me you had like a Rohrbruch or Wasserschaden or something. Scheiße. That sounds like something happened. I hope it didn't. My sister has similar problems at the moment. Sounds leaky? Yeah. My sister had like water damage stuff. Water damage cellar is raining from the ceiling. Oh shit. Same thing with my sister. Like whenever it rains these days because something's broken on the ceiling. Yeah, that sucks, Bliss. Scheiße. And we shouldn't use the bathroom because then it gets more on the bathroom of the neighbor below. When did it start? Like, can you get some, like, did you already get some help? It's always ugly as fuck if that stuff happens during the weekends or during the night, because then you won't get anybody to come by. The neighbor already called people, so it's recent. Okay. Okay. Maybe there's an emergency service that will reach you soon. It's always hard to get by to get people to come by during evening hours and stuff, but shit. Happens not too rarely. Yeah, Altbau. You said it already. So Altbau is basically old apartment buildings. Very old. And then sometimes they have structural damage already. Ah, that's frustrating to hear. I just wish those things would not happen too often. Yeah, I hope you can get some help soon with that, and that the damage is kind of containable. You can have, maybe you put some like buckets and like stuff everywhere where it leaks. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, I was gonna say maybe you can get some relax, but you're already saying that. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, let us help you relax a little bit for the next half an hour that we're still streaming. And yeah, I hope it gets fixed soon. We had our share of water leaks in our building. Fingers crossed it'll be fixed soon. Yep. But I do fear that revealing it may have unforeseen consequences. You think if we show it, Morgan is gonna lose her shit? Precisely. You have a point. The discovery still matters. Something tells me this will be important. We just have to let the universe guide us. Uh-huh. Well, I guess for now, ignorance is bliss. Come on then, let's put it back before I decide to blab and tell T. Alright. Is it gonna be next day? I think we're almost about to finish the game now. This is the second to last day, right? Yeah, let's get at least this day done. See what happens. So good news is, in this game at least, people get organized. They're organizing a fundraiser, a local fundraiser to bring the local community together to keep the record store open. And yeah, we're about to see how that turns out. Morning. Yo. It feels a lot of stuff has happened recently, huh? How's the fundraiser going? It's coming together. Although I do feel the pressure of never having done something like this before. I feel like a lot is on the line because I've asked people to invest time and money. It's just, don't tell Morgan I said that. I wonder if Morgan and Pat alone are enough to get people to come to the gig. I know a lot of people will come just because they're curious to see if she still got it, you know. But I wonder if it's gonna be enough. What the hell, Paul? What? What did I do? Morgan, she'd be cool, okay? Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should be more trusting. What do you think about the fundraiser, T? It's like, whatever. Oh hey, come on. We put so much work in this girl. What? You just said Morgan by herself wasn't good enough? Like, You're saying it's all doomed. I wasn't. That just meant maybe a supporting act would be cool. What? Like Billy and his stupid toes? I guess, but that's not quite it. Can you, like, ask Roberta? He's like, what makes you think Roberta D and we've just, hold on for a second. Did I miss T dating international avant-garde sensation Roberta D? They're dating? Wait, that is news to us. Girl, you were going for it, huh? Don't be stupid. Even if Roberta and I hadn't been... T, good for you. I mean, we haven't been. Wow, you broke her. You broke her good. You're so annoying. Let's open already. That's wild. Oops. Okay, let's check out the phonogram. Queen Bee, can't believe I'm going to write this, but my niece took me to that god-awful Galore film, and the music was actually annoyingly good. Yeah. Putting the P in punk politics. Miles Tobey, a professor of musical history, tries to answer the age-old question of whether punk is actually political, using new upstarts' bad toes as the example of new agents of political musical change. Is punk political? Cosmetic dress-up, or is it both? It's a time-honored question, and one that has been wrestled and dragged through the dirt since punk's birth in the 1970s. It was a time of leather jackets held together with safety pins, mohawks, and snotty, sweat-induced gigs soundtracked by loud, jangly guitars and spat-out vocals. But the identity of punk has since morphed and been adapted with each passing decade. The word has mutated so much, cynics would say it is meaningless and tribe to pontificate. However, there is power in words, and punk, despite its complicated and misdirected history, still burns with the power of action, dissent, and community when it joined to the right receptacle. For every vacuous, that's a new word, trend-chasing band, there have been those that authentically try to live up to the ambition of what the mass consciousness believes punk can be. Certainly, senior post-punk bands like Sister have marketed their brand of self-identifying misanthropists and still going, carry the torch for those who believe in the fading advantages of nostalgia. But to be truly political and punk, it requires the fresh blood of the naive and young. We need new heroes to come and shake us loose from our cobwebs. Bands like Bad Toes, whose recent album Chip Nails messily tries to combat the sheer weight of our capitalist dystopia. Perhaps these plucky brash youths can awaken us from the machine that's killing us. Killing us? Maybe. Vacuous, comparative, more empty. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Void. That makes sense. Thank you. Political movements and agencies of change need anthems. They need poets, artists, actors, and yes, most importantly, musicians to distill sentiment and complexity into digestible pieces, which can be shared upon the masses. So, is punk political? The actual question is irrelevant, but when we have vessels such as Bad Toes stepping up to try and wear the crown, just as those before them, we should dare to join the dream, because only together we will ever find out. Will we ever find out? Any new music? Oh, let's listen. Let's listen to Glyph Glove. Dare to join the dream is a good thing. Say? Yeah. Do you dare to join the dream? Okay. So, Roberta D did email me, okay? To say thanks. That's all. But she gets it, you know? That the music is what matters most. It's all easy when she talks about it. Oh? What? So just a small crush then? Shut up. Come on, let's get this over with. No more talking. Okay, I think we can just directly open. Let's not waste time. Wait. Is that the brother? No. Did he say his brother was named Zach? I think so. I think so. Hey, pal. How's it going? I'm sorry, have we met? No. But in a way, I kind of feel like we have. Don't you think, pal? Yeah, Kaz told me. So Zach and Kaz, yeah. All about how you were helping him out. Wait, you're Kaz's cousin? Oh, cousin, not brother. Ha, got it in one. Man, he said you were smart. Yeah, we decided to do a switcheroo. You know, I'm more of a people's person. And I started this biz to connect with people. This has nothing to do with mixing up of instructions. Instructions up mixing? Me? Kaz didn't tell me you were also funny too. But you do make a good point. I'm on the clock, so let's hustle. No mix-ups here. Just need a copy of the album Glass Tense. Easy peasy. Zach, Kaz, yeah, it's a bit weird. Glass Tens. Teddy Tom and the Two Stands? Do you mean Jarhead? Oh, Leah Weber's album is a re-release? Oh, hold up. You might be right. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Thanks, Quenchkin. Tense class. Yeah. I forgot about that detail. Perfect. Let me put that in the sack. Let's go. There you go. Okay. Yes, Glass Tense, just like it says on my note. This record is called Tense Glass. Exactly what I said. I knew you'd get it. Okay, Zach. What do you think you're playing at? Uh-oh. Oh, hey, it's Dan the man. If you're looking for Morgan, I don't care about Morgan. I demand to know what this thing hanging off one of my buildings is. Oh, you found one of our promo posters. It says fundraiser right here on the... I know what it says. I can't listen to my album with all this noise. What's the problem? Oh, someone wrote F landlords in this one, huh? Unfortunate. Any idea who would do such a thing, T? No. Kid? Me neither. And there you have it. You think I don't know what you're doing? You think you're so clever? I'm not going to be beaten by a gaggle of old unwashed punks who've never held a real job. James Grant used to be one of those unwashed punks, honey. Huh. Fine, do your little song and dance. It'll change nothing. Ay. Honestly, what a dramatic little guy. That's rich, coming from you. You love me. Hi. Oh my god. I'm like so glad you're still open. Like I heard the news you were closed and I was like, no, that's so sad. But then I heard like you're not closed and that you're doing a fundraiser. So cute. Local action and community is so in right now. So in right now. I'll be there. You can count on it. Talking about being there for someone. We've got to get to the important biz. Our savior, the one who puts the me in me. And Mimi, cause like that's her name. She needs our love. The way the media treated her after Mecha Mimi was très not cool, I guess. Très. But her new song is gonna roast all the haters because, oh my god, it's so good. It's like hearing her for the first time all over again. Let the revival begin. Okay. Waxpack Rod. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Have you heard the scandal of the Snarl remastered for I Tried? Remastered for I Tried, yeah. It's Bleeven actually £65. The record label put out a statement this morning saying to ignore retail price labels and to expect the actual unit price to be 65 smackers. Insanity. I need the newest Mimi track on record. Well, I didn't hear about a new Mimi record, to be honest. What are you talking about then? Oh, just the track on an album. Oh my god. What is she on? What could she be on? Oh, of course. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, the movie, of course. Does it actually say? Just to verify this, maybe. Yeah, and I was looking for the social media post, but I think it's not there anymore. The music was actually annoyingly good. That's it. There might be some like dialogue from earlier. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. We know. Yeah, maybe it was in the Walking the Cow, but this one's about punk. They always like delete the one from the day before. Spoons out, Chai Babies. We need to eat the rich. 100%. 100%. So spricht man das aus. There it is. Cliff Glove is such a jam. I mean, have you listened to it? We did. It is bliss. Like, I don't know what these little freaky monsters are, but if they're down to jam with Mimi, then like, they're alright by me. Mimi just makes everything cool. I'm gonna go home and spin it and like, spin it. See you at the fundraiser. Bye. Sure. Oh, the cheapskate. Good morrow, my dear store clerk. I had such a fright when I saw your establishment closed. But old Tony had his ears to the ground, and I heard whispers on the rumor mill that you are planning to fight this gross injustice. Ah, and bravo, I say. I'm right there with you. We need to protect our local bastions. These oil-sick oligarchs think they can just help themselves to whatever they fancy. Well, I say tosh. And because Tony Banafy Smith Jonesman always means what he says, I wish to make an unusual purchase. Today, I willingly choose to relinquish my bargaining ways and instead propose a different arrangement. I would like to buy your most expensive musical record. Okay. Most expensive? But Tony, are you sure? Oh, you better believe I'm sure. One must sometimes charter into the uncomfortably unknown to protect what should be cherished. You could say in a rather vulgar way that I am putting my money where my mouth is. Is that vulgar? So let's have it, store clerk. Your most expensive record, if you would. Are they trying to gouge out my eyes? Why is everything so expensive these days? I wanted to get that awful glove record for my daughter, but the price is eye-watering. She'll have to settle for something else. Oh, now they make it difficult, huh? Rip. So this one's 65. Snarl. Now we have to find out how much this is. There's no price tag on it. What if I put it into... It doesn't say, right? Now it's a bit of a gamble, I think. Oh, of course. I was kind of surprised by him saying like oil oligarchs, and I didn't put two and two together there. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, let's pick out one of them. Can I remove it again? Delete. Let's get this one. 65 is pretty expensive, so... Well, isn't that an eyesore? But it does look sumptuous. It looks simply exquisite. Yes, I believe I'm feeling very cheerful about this purchase. That was very kind, Tony. Oh, come now. Enough of that. I cherish discovering new music. I cherish the thrill of bargains. And most of all, I cherish good, decadent conversation. So, I very much hope that my generous sale helps, and I shall see you at the fundraiser. I've been told it is one not to miss. Ta-ta for now. Okay. Hey! So, I have like no money because I bought a guitar and I'm starting a band. That's wicked, right? Wow, yeah, what you called? Scarlet Starlet. I don't really know what it means, but my friend Maya, she's the drummer, she thought it sounded cool. I just wanted to tell you guys, because I know you're doing this fundraiser thing, and it would suck big time if you closed. Like, coming to the store, it's what got me into my music. Not my brother's, not my dad's, mine. So, you guys aren't allowed to close. We gotta put Scarlet Starlets. Scarlet Starlets. Didn't you say Starlet a second ago? Album in here. And we're gonna practice really hard to make it come true, so don't go anywhere. That's so cool for you. Love that. Oh, Chip. Where have my bloody aides gotten to? Isn't that the local politician? What even is this place? A utensil emporium? You've been here before, you fucking prick. Oh, it's that record store. Damn and blast. What a disaster. Curse that old foghorn and his saving the poor folk tunes. Unbelievable that I'm going to lose to a lefty codger in a flat cap. Surely there must be something I can do. Wait, I've got it. Are you talking to me? Don't try to be cute with me. I'm still your MP, damn it. I'm hemorrhaging votes among you woke wallflowers. Grab me an album that'll show that I'm in tune with popular, politically savvy, vibrant voting youths like yourself. Something local that will make me look relevant. With these kind of requests, I never really want to give them what they want, to be honest. But I know what he wants. I'm gonna give him like something really disgusting instead. I'm not gonna give him the... Or maybe, you know, I don't think that's actually gonna happen, but maybe he'll listen to it and change his ways. I don't know. There's still hope. Let's just go with it. And then burn down everything you stand for, please, for us. I see. Sabotage, is it? Or maybe you're just trying to express that I've lost your vote. Wait, isn't that what you wanted? Let me guess. You're a Teddy Tom supporter. Fine. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. Everyone knows that young people don't actually vote. Come on, Chip. Time to visit the care homes and do some good old-fashioned old people groveling. When in doubt, trust the seniors. You won't get rid of me that easily. Okay, I gave him the wrong thing. That's fine too. Herc! That's... Don't panic. That's Willow, and she's here. He's been here before. You know what I mean. Hello again. Is Morgan here? Oh my god. I'm gonna go call Morgan. Have we met before? You were here my first day. Oh, right. Well, the shop looks nice. Look, I'm just gonna stand over there and wait. I could help you look for something in particular. Ha. What? Like a record? Nice sales pitch, kid. I'm a multi-platinum award-winning global musical icon. Forgive me if I'm pessimistic, but I struggle to think how you would find something that would interest me. I think I could surprise you. Well now. Okay, kid. I'll bite. Show me something that will surprise me. Surprise you? I'm gonna sell you the Willow record that is in the store, and you wouldn't expect this. That's my album. My first ever album. Where did you... Morgan had this here? Morgan had this in her store? Well, it's complicated. But it was Morgan's. Morgan owns this. Yes, she does. Okay, speechless. Willow? Let me guess, here to deliver a new threat. You always think you have everyone so figured out. Am I wrong? I didn't know James was trying to take your store. I swear I didn't know, okay? Look, I don't want to talk about James right now. I want to talk about the time you ditched the band to run off with my psycho then boyfriend. You make it all sound so simple, and maybe after all these years it is. I was so stuck back then, Morgan. You couldn't just see it. I wanted to make those songs together. Was it so wrong to want to, right? Was it so wrong to want to share the spotlight? But you couldn't see past yourself, and James offered me a chance. Ah, sure he did. And look, if you need to know, what you did with James was your business. I don't care that you stole my man or anything. That's on him. But to leave the band? Before there was a Pat or a James, Becoming Violet was us, Willow. It was us. But you never gave a good goddamn about it. You know, you're right. I didn't care about Becoming Violet, but I did care about you. That was Becoming Violet. That was what Becoming Violet meant to me. To be around my sister who gave no shit, sang like a beautiful banshee, and blazed like a burning sun. And you burned so damn bright, and being a part of that was everything to me. Then we got famous. More people came to our shows. We sold more records. Everything got faster, louder, bigger. And there I was, shrinking against that burning blaze. All I ever wanted was for you to see me, hear me, like I did you, Morgan. I just wanted my goddamn sister to notice me. And you know, I gave up on ever believing you would. Until today. You've been keeping a copy of my album all these years? Just because you broke my heart didn't mean I didn't want to hear your voice. You know you could always hit a note better than me. That's the whole point. I didn't know. You never told me. And I regret it. I was so sure that what was ever right for me must have been right for the band, must have been right for you. The way things ended, it made all the worse to try and swallow that pill about how wrong I was. I'm sorry, Willow. Me too. God, why didn't we talk like this years ago? No. So what happens now? Let's call it a start. I can live with that. What? What's so funny? Sorry, a ridiculous idea just popped into my head and... Play with me. I'm sorry, what? The fundraiser, play with me. Let's play as Becoming Violet. I don't know how this is gonna shake out, but most likely we're gonna piss each other off before we know it. And I don't know what you're gonna do about James, but here in the now, let's just do this. For us. I don't know more. Feels like a point of no return. Come on, play with me on stage again. We can play Take It. You always told me you hated that song. I only told you that because you wrote it. The truth is, I hated it because it was better than any of mine. Fuck it. Fine. Yes, let's do it. Wait. Shut up. Did we just get Becoming Violet back together? Everyone is gonna come to this. Easy there, Tiger. Baby steps. Let's just let it sink in. I can't believe this is happening. Better later than never, sis. Better late than never. Yeah, plaster. Oh. Okay, so chat. I said I'm gonna cut streams right after 3 hours, and I think we reached that part. There's one more day to play and this interview. And I guess at the end of the day after this, there's also going to be a sequence. So maybe we'll keep that for the next stream. That would make sense. Yeah. It's not necessarily about sleep, but also I'm not feeling like well suited for the game today. Maybe it'll be better on Thursday. Let's see. But also to have a bit more like to do instead of just having like half an hour of gameplay on Thursday when we start again. I guess keeping the interview for Thursday makes sense. So we have, I would assume, more like an hour to play, and then we'll just hop into Silksong on Thursday and finish the stream off with that. Yep. Quit the game. I was thinking about like why do I feel so tired? Like why do I have brain lag so much today? But then I just thought about it for a second and it kind of makes sense. I only slept 5 hours. I worked for 8 hours. I exercised after work. And then I had like a 20-minute nap before starting stream. So yeah, I think I know why I'm tired like this and weirdly brain laggy. But yeah, so today we're gonna cut it off right here, right now. So I can sink into the couch, play a little bit of Zelda, and until my eyes basically fall shut and I can go to sleep. İyi geceler çay bibis. Yeah, so that's Turkish for good night. İyi geceler. Yeah, maybe I will do some language learning on the side to say hi and good night and stuff. Right. So maybe before we go though, let's support some nice people by raiding. Why is Twitch not loading? There we go. Ah, lovely people are online right now. Let me check out a stream. I'm not sure if they're currently playing or just chatting. İyi geceler, yes. And what was the other one in Swedish? Gunat. Yeah, it seems like they're just chatting. Not sure if they're ending stream soon. Let me see. I always have such a hard time sometimes deciding who to raid. I don't know if that's a shared feeling that you have with, like, for those of you who stream too. I sit in front of the list and I'm like, oh God, choice paralysis. Yeah, let's go to Onichi. Onichi raided us the other day. Onichi's a German streamer. I got to know her during her Blueprint streams, and yeah, we rated each other a couple of times during that time. And she's currently playing Professor Layton, which is a very, very nice puzzling game, I heard. So there's yapping and puzzling, it says in the title. So let's raid over to Onichi. Let me just check if they're still on, which seems like it. Let's raid over there and say hi together, if you like. So Onichi's a VTuber, German, and they often are on for longer during the nighttime, so you can hang out there if you like. Is that the right spelling? I mean, not pronunciation. Yeah, there we go. So thanks for the stream. Good night. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks also for having the conversations earlier. I wish I could have had more energy to talk about it a bit longer, because these are exactly the topics that are very dear and near to my heart, that I really like talking about a lot. also hearing different perspectives from people from different parts of the world as well, because that is oftentimes forgotten, that we don't have the universal, perspective on anything. It's different all around the world. I love these conversations. Thanks for being there, talking to us, talking with us. Gute Nacht, Fiers. Gute Nacht, Ice Dragon. Gute Nacht, Welle. Gute Nacht, Rücklicht. Gute Nacht, Korenchkin. Gute Nacht, Rake. Gute Nacht, Robin. And I'll see you all on Thursday for the final finale of Waxheads. And then we will continue with Silksong. Let's see. Until then, have a good night, free Palestine, and bye.